Hey, what's up, guys? This is Adam here. Um, I just wanted to say, in the past 4 videos I've uploaded so far this month, around 75% of them have been copyrighted or blocked in India. So, I don't know if you know that, but, I talk about it sometimes on my community page, and I know not, like, I know 99% of the people that sub to me do not look at my community page, but you should. Sometimes I'd say stuff important and something like that. But I'm not here to talk about that. I just wanted to ramble about that for like 10 to 20 seconds. But today I'm just going to be talking about this new mockumentary on Netflix called Death to 2020. Now, if you don't know anything about this year so far, just take a look from the video I did like 10 to 20 hours ago. I was just fed up with this year so far, so I saw this mockumentary and I loved it. Now, is it the best? Well, this is the first time I ever saw a full fledged mockumentary, so in my opinion, it's the best so far. But if there's any other mockumentaries, I'm gonna say that a lot, on Netflix, uh, drop the name in it. I'll take a look at it in like the next few months or so. But there's this documentary called Death to 2020. Stars Samuel L. Jackson, Hugh Grant, and Lisa Kudrow. Now, 2/3 of them I know, and I don't know who Hugh Grant is, but I don't know everybody in that film. Oh yeah, Leslie Jones was in it as well. I like her on SNL, and this documentary was just about mocking this year in general. Like, it starts off from the very beginning, and I mean the very beginning, like 10 years ago in 2020. We saw this, wildfire in Australia. I mean, to this day, it's still in like a devastating mess. Not the fires, but the impacts of it has been so deadly that I think we're gonna lose koalas by next year. No kidding. Because this fire, the fire earlier this year, took out like half of the population of the koalas. And if that speed of adrenaline continues, well, you can say bye-bye to the cute faces in Australia, because they're gonna go bye-bye. Which is actually sad. Alright? What are we gonna use for carpets then? What are we gonna use for like those things you put on the wall? Alright? You're just gonna have to stick with actual paintings that Leonardo da Vinci made. No one cares about that. But, so they just talk about how, like, it ravaged the entire Australia in a pretty humorous way. Although nothing much came out of that, so then we just go on to the other side of the planet in America. I don't know if you heard of that. It's barely been mentioned in this year so far, which is really surprising because we all heard about it at least 24 hours a minute. So what do we get? We get Samuel Jackson just talking about how World War III almost started with that nuclear strike, no, drone strike. It was a strike towards Qasem Soleimani, and if you don't know who he was an Iranian general in Iran. Now, apparently he got killed in the Baghdad, no, how do you say that name?
Baghdad Airport.
So he just talks about like, man, World War III could have happened there, and we're just in January. So yeah, we just get Samuel L. Jackson making some jokes, and that's his part of the mockumentary. For Hugh Grant, he was the guy that was like, he was really good, to be honest. He was like, I don't know how you describe him. He's just like this guy where wherever he gets like fact checked or something from the documentarist, the guy behind the camera or something, he's just like, F off, yeah. And then for Lisa Kudrow, we get Ben Shapiro. Nah, seriously. She played as the conservative part of the mockumentary. And she was really good at it. Like the way how they edit in these things, pretending she was actually in it, like the Joe Rogan podcast, the Steven Crowder thing, the thing with Jordan Peterson, and especially the one with Tucker Carlson, and just having that guy saying, "You're absolutely right," and then we just have her being like, what did she say? I haven't seen this in like 5 minutes.
This dumb YouTuber took 30 minutes to remember the word conservative.
The media is censoring the conservatives.
Like I said last time, Tucker, conservative voices are being silenced.
That is exactly right.
That is exactly right.
That is exactly right.
Yes, that's what was going on in the mockumentary. Oh my god, I almost said documentary. So then we just get that, and the whole thing is just around like an hour long. And to be honest, it felt like 40 minutes. Not even, it didn't feel like an hour, which is good because whenever I think something's shorter than the actual timeline, that's when I'm enjoying the damn thing. Like, I don't know if you guys ever saw this episode of South Park called Make Love Not Warcraft. The entire episode is like 24 minutes long. Yet it's like a speed run of a movie, of an episode that lasted like 5 minutes. Same thing for like the Family Guy multiverse episode. The entire episode was like 24 minutes, but it's like 5 minutes. So we get that, and then we get this millennial acting like a millennial, which is really rare because you can't like get that many millennials mocking their own kind, because whenever they get mocked, they just call the people that mock them okay boomers, which has been quite a dividing subject in the past 2 years. When we found out of a new slang called okay boomers. What's next? Is Gen Z gonna be mocked? I mean, they probably are already, but still, what's the slang for them? Actually, we don't even have a slang for millennials, unless the boomers have it and never made it public. But anyways, we get this guy with like a beanie just talking about how he does his reactions to 2020 of him reacting to the Beirut explosion, the coronavirus, and he goes around Minneapolis in June just saying, "We care about you. This is you all matter." And then some black guy just came out and said, "Man, what the hell are you doing?" And then he was like, "Oh man, just get out, come on, drive." So we get that, and then we get the most shocking thing ever. The Queen of England comes in and basically mocks her entire royal family. Like, I can't blame her. Like, bloody hell, Prince Charles and his wife left the entire thing to go to America. I think they're in Los Angeles right now, but So we have that, and then we have this so-called claim to be soccer mom in this video, which she seems to be, a very non-racist person. You know, she doesn't seem racist at all. When you watch the whole mockumentary, she seems like a very nice, very poetic, equality kind of person. Now, when you watch it, you might think otherwise, but when you really think about it, she's a very, non-racist, great person. Now, what do I think about the whole mockumentary in general? Well, to be honest, as good and funny as it was, I felt like it kind of dragged a bit in like some scenes, especially with the millennial kind, and yeah, the millennial one kind of dragged on. But besides that, it was a really good mockumentary. I give this a 8.3 out of 10. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Give me your opinions about this mockumentary if you liked it and you wish there will be more of that. Don't forget that there will be more reviews of like maybe on TV shows or movies. So, if you like those kinds of content, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. I have a TikTok. Don't forget to follow that as well. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, and goodbye.